Hello everyone, it's Brian Davies. Welcome to my channel. Another video in my GoPro and Paralenz journey. As a lot of you will know, I was one of the first people to get the Vaquita and I've been doing a lot of videos on it. I'm working at the moment on doing the clear water test. I'm off to the Maldives soon, so hopefully we'll get the clear water test done there, and I'm expecting pretty good results based on what we got on the shark aquarium dive. But one of the things I have been promising you is to see how easy it is to change the 3 O-rings in the end cap. So we pull the end cap off like that. It's very quite tight. So first thing we should do is just make sure the sealing surfaces are nice and clean, which they are. And inside here we've got 3 O-rings, which I'm going away now, so I want to make sure they're greased and maintained, so I need to take them out. I'm going to use a special pick. Don't use anything sharp to take these out. So you see here I've got a blunt end pick. That's a little bit sharper. Hopefully the completely blunt end is going to work. We can just go in and be careful because you don't want to scratch the surface. One's out. Well, this is a bit fiddly because I'm trying to get it in the camera as well for you. Normally I'd just have it facing me and they come out quicker. There's the second one. The Paralenz does come with 3 spare O-rings, so don't worry if they're damaged. You can just replace them. And the third one's a bit more fiddly. Again, don't force it too much. I'm just going to use the other narrower end and see that. Yeah, that works straight away. So there we go. Well, it did work. It's going back in the hole. So that one's out now. So we'll just pull that one out. And there's the 3 O-rings, and there you can see. We just want to make sure the inside's clean. It's not easy to do, to get in there, but what I use synthetic lint-free swabs, so they won't deposit any material on there. And just go in each one and just push it in there. You'll see if there's any dirt there, right? But it is a bit fiddly, but for me it's worth doing because I don't want a flooded camera. You see there's a little bit of dirt in there, so we're just getting that out. I mean, I'm not sure how often you should do this. It's the first time I've done it in about 20 dives, so I don't know. Hopefully Paralenz will put a comment below, but probably every 10 dives to be safe. Probably do that now. And the reason, I just forgot about it, and then I remembered I'm going away to the Maldives, so I went to do some maintenance, and I remembered that I'd promised everyone a video. So that's nice and clean now. So now I'm going to grease up the O-rings, and you just need a touch, right? Just a touch, right? Don't a bit on each. Right, and it's recommended you just use regular silicone grease. I'm using Crystal Lube because I forgot to bring silicone grease on the boat, but that will work. But make sure you don't want them smothered in grease, and silicone grease is a lot easier to use. Crystal Lube is quite sticky. That's done. So they're ready to go back in. I'm just going to go off and wipe my hands. I'll be back in a second. Okay, that's my hands nice and clean now, because you don't want grease all over the place. And then I thought this was going to be really fiddly the first time I did it, but they went in quite easily. So you just get part of the O-ring in the groove, and then just gently tease it in and go around, and it goes in fairly. Whoops, that's not gone in that groove. There we go. So it's not easy to see. You really need a lot of light. It would be nice to have a little doing it at home on the table with a light. You see there. If you're the sort of person that gets frustrated when things don't go to plan straight away, get someone else to do this for you. So we got the first one in. It was quite easy. I'll put the second one in. So again, trying to get a bit better light for you. just push it in, try and get a part of it in the groove. I'm sorry I keep turning this away, but I need to look at it. There we go, we're partially in, we've overshot it. There we go, just bring it back and tease it gently. Of course this one's going to be difficult, so I'm just going to use a pick just to help that across the line, as they say. There we go. Set down a bit. So this one's been a little bit more fiddly, but we're in. There we go. And then it just remains for the last one to go in, which should go in a lot easier because there's only one groove for it to go in. So push it in. Whoops, this one's alive. Right, we're in the first groove, so whoops, it's, yeah, don't know what this one's had for breakfast. Right, so just gonna gently tease that in. The key is just getting it in a little bit and then just moving it with your finger into the groove. It is fiddly. You don't want to be doing this in a rush just before a dive. You want to be doing it the night before. And there we go. Nice and clean. And the O-rings are all in position. And all it remains to do is just push the cap. Oh, we've got to pull this back. Yeah, and clips in place. There you go. So yeah, when I first got the camera, I thought this was going to be really difficult and fiddly. A little bit fiddly. That's putting them back. Just remember, you know, you want something blunt at the end. I mean, maybe that's an idea for Paralenz, to include a little plastic pick in with the camera, because I'm sure some people are going to be a bit ham-fisted. They're going to be in a rush. They're going to use a little sharp-ended knife or something and then put a nick, which is potentially a leak. But it has proved so far with me to be a very secure sealing system. So yeah, I hope it works a long time and doesn't flood my camera. Thanks for watching. My name's Brian Davies. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos on GoPro and Vaquita. As I say, my next Vaquita video is probably the Clearwater test, where we compare it against GoPro 8 and see what the results are. Thanks for watching.